about it.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
132 fighter. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Get it.
To throw on second down, Parsons. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
6-6, pull it high.
Derrick Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Smooth. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's get it together. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Parsons. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Easy. We take the win. Right there, 54. Wait, 54 Mike. Check pass. Check. Easy. Check. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Off the play fake. Parsons. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Now.
From the gun, Parsons going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
54 Mike. Yeah.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Wait. What's that? Ball trot. Mike 54. Hey,
Winston from the gun on third down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
2nd and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Parsons. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On now is the Titans punter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
What we got? Flip it. Mark 54 is Mike. What do we got?
Jameis to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
30. Easy. 54 Mike. So we got man.
From the gun, Winston. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's pick it up. Let's get off the field.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? they've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Right there.
On second down, Winston again. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jameis again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 22.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. That's taken in by Callaway. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ready up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, exit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. This is party now. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Parsons. This one caught by Davis. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready? 15 liner. 15 liner. Let's go, team. Hey, Charlie. It's going to be a long day. Mike 54. Mike 54. Five.
On third down, Parsons. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Let's go.
That one good for 14 yards. First down, Winston. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Wait. Check. Let him go.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Check. Watch 54.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Mike, ready? Black, 25, behind. Flip. Easy. Hey, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Easy. 54. Wait. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
First down, Broncos.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Winston. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Ready. Green, triple C.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And to give this time to the tailback. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Ready. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Kill. Blue draw quarters. 54.
Looking to throw. Parsons. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
61, matchbox lights. Now.
To throw on second down. Parsons. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's third down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Stay with your man. Ready?
From the gun, Parsons. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On first down, Parsons. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards.
Ready?
First down.
Check right, check
First
right.
and goal.
Shift.
8-yard line.
80 weapons. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Delta.
Back to throw. Parsons. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
A first down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. Time to go, night.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready, set. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Slam. Greystone, travel.
Big Ed.
Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun, Parsons. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have drive it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Eluding the pressure right. Gonna take, got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Hey, Zoo.
What's the run? They're running.
On 1st and 10, Parsons throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
2nd and 3. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, Parsons. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On 4th down, Parsons. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw for Winston. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing, Winston. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Easy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Crash.
3rd and long for Winston. Letting one go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Hooker. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Parsons, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Throwing after the interception. Parsons. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Throwing on first down. Parsons. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Winston now. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Now.
On 3rd down, Henry. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.